This is Blazers All Access, an inside look at UAB athletics. Presented by Pepsi, a Southern original, and by Viva Health, part of the UAB health system. Here's the voice of the Blazers, David Crane.
A dominating performance in Hattiesburg leads us into homecoming week here on the South Side. We welcome you to Blazers All Access with head coach Bill Clark. Coach, you waited about 2 years to face your rival, and you turned in one of your most complete performances of the season.
Yeah, we still had some memories of 19. Obviously, we didn't play those guys last year, so to get there and play really well in all three phases, really proud of the guys.
Got off to another good start, took the opening kickoff, drove it down for a field goal, and after Southern Miss had a nice drive going, you got a big sack to stop them. The defense really clamped down from that point on.
We really did. I think anytime you hold somebody to around 100 yards, it's a good day. It was top to bottom. It was great effort, tackling, pursuit. Defense did a good job.
And the big plays started to kick in early in the second quarter. You got a touchdown on 4th and 2 on the first play of that second period.
Yeah, we decided to go for it, and Coach Vincent, went over the headphones. Coach, what you think about the boot? I said, yeah, let's do it. And great job by Hopkins, found Prince, and good play call as well.
Grayson Cash stepped up with another big play, a punt block, and he wasn't satisfied with that. He got the recovery and the score.
Yeah, he got the block and he wanted the touchdown, so great job.
You led 31-0 at the half, and you really managed to sustain that intensity, especially on the defensive side in that second half.
We did. Keeping a shutout in college football that's just, you don't see them. And offensively, a little disappointing. We fumbled one going into the end zone, but other than that, I thought we played a sound second half.
Blazers pitched their second shutout of the season, improved to 5-2 overall, 3-0 in Conference USA after the 34-0 win at M.M. Roberts Stadium.
Hopkins in the gun, has the snap, straight drop, swings it out right side. Jermaine Brown the catch, breaks the tackle, 45-40, 35-30, still on his feet to the 25, and finally tackled from behind at the 21. Has the snap, straight drop, pressure comes, he's in trouble, and he's going to be sacked. Antonio Moultrie in the pistol. Hopkins straight drop to throw with protection, steps up deep over the middle, wide open. Shropshire comes back to the ball, cradles it as he goes down. Hopkins in the gun, claps his hands, has the snap, play fake, bootleg right, looking, throwing deep near side, wide open. Prince at the 5 and in for the touchdown. Pressure again, they get it blocked. Spinning around the 2-yard line. It's going to be covered in the end zone for a UAB touchdown. Grayson Cash strikes again. Hopkins has the snap, turns, hands to McBride running left at the 30, 25, cuts right 20, 15, 10, veers left at the 5, into the end zone for the UAB touchdown. Hopkins the snap, rolling left, looking, he's going to tuck it, he's going to run, and he will score.
Touchdown.
3-yard touchdown run for Dylan Hopkins. In the gun, has the shotgun snap. Blazers come after him, spin him around. He breaks out of the pack, dives back close to the line of scrimmage. The training staff, they'll run it on 2nd and long, near side across the 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, and finally Dwayne McBride knocked out of bounds at the Southern Miss. 42 snap back, spot down, kick on the way. It's got the distance. The kick is good. 2nd and 10, Webb, straight drop. Throws near side. That one batted in the air and bobbled and intercepted at the 30-yard line. The tip drill, and it finally winds up in the hands. Will Hall, Bill Clark meet at midfield.
The highlights are brought to you by Viva Health.
25% cash back with Pepcoin?
I like big bucks and I cannot lie. The kind of cash Pepcoin provides. When I walk down the aisle with a hungry face, seeing things that I want to taste, I get paid.
Earn 25% cash back now at Pepcoin.com.
You weren't thinking about a Medicare plan back then, but at Viva Medicare, it's been on our mind for a long time. And we know a thing or two about making Medicare easy. That's why our plans have $0 copays for primary care physician visits. So when the time comes to enroll in a Medicare Advantage plan that focuses on the things you're passionate about, we'll be here for you. Viva Medicare. Enjoy life without the worry. Learn more at vivahealth.com/Medicare.
A girl. Daddy's girl. Gonna get that girl a pony.
A drum set and braces, quinceañera.
A car? Dream college? Destination wedding? Are we gonna be okay?
Regions.
It's a girl!
87% of people think about money all the time. Regions makes it easier to get back to the moment.
This segment of Blazers All Access is sponsored by Regions Bank.
The final stats backed up what the scoreboard said in Hattiesburg. UAB dominated the Golden Eagles. Blazers finished with 20 first downs to 9 for USM. UAB had 223 yards rushing to go with 165 passing yards for a total of 388. Southern Miss managed 75 yards on the ground and just 32 passing yards for a total of 107. Green and Gold went 5 out of 12 on third down, limited USM to 3 of 14. And while UAB went 2 of 3 in the red zone, Golden Eagles never made it inside the 20-yard line. In this day and age, you can play pretty good defense and still give up 100 yards in a quarter. 107 for a game is just amazing.
It was. I mean, it was just, you go in at halftime and you got this big lead that you never really expected, but to sustain it, to keep playing, to keep playing hard. Even got to get a few young guys in at the end, and they kept the shutout going.
On the individual side, Dylan Hopkins went 8 for 13 in the first half, threw for 147 yards and a touchdown. He also rushed for another score. Dwayne McBride, 137 yards and just 17 carries. He added a touchdown and averaged 8.1 yards per rush. Hayden Pittman kept his streak of consecutive games with a reception going, now at 32. Jermaine Brown led the way with 4 catches for 48 yards. Garrett Prince made the most of his one grab, a 34-yard touchdown to start the second quarter. And Coach, let's start with Dylan. Only played a half. Tyler Johnson came in, played the second half. What can you tell us about Dylan's status heading into this week?
Yeah, he just got a little banged up. We want to be extra precautionary. Didn't have the proper things to check him out at the Southern Miss Stadium. So he's good. Be ready to go this week. Got Tyler some good work as a backup. Obviously Dylan would have liked to have his opportunities the second half. Was playing really well. We missed a couple, throw down in the end zone and another throw to Prince that, we had a little bit of pressure, but he played awfully well.
Dwayne was fantastic. The line blocked well forward, but it seemed like he was doing a lot of that on his own.
He's really starting to come into his own. The line's blocking well, but he's getting those extra yards, those tough yards, and really this is the guy we expected him to be.
Legacy is what you do every day. We try not only to help people with their financial legacies, we hope that we enrich their lives and help them become better people so that total package, at the end of the day, is something they can be proud of. We help them craft their legacy.
Hey y'all, I'm Riley Green. While performing keeps me busy on the road, Alabama is where I was born and raised, and it will always bring me back home to vote. Writing songs allows me to use my voice to tell my story. You too can make your voice heard by registering to vote and obtaining a government-issued photo ID. Your civic participation is crucial to the success of us as a state. Together, let's make a difference for Alabama.
This segment of Blazers All Access is sponsored by Children's of Alabama.
It would be easy to give the nod to Dwayne McBride this week, and Grayson Cash certainly threw his name into the Player of the Week hat again. But we're going with linebacker Noah Wilder. He led the way with 14 tackles in the game, and Coach seemed to turn in his best performance of the year.
He really did. I mean, that may be his best performance since we've had him, and he's played well, he plays hard. He practices like that every day.
He's been second in tackles in each of the last 2 years. He's now atop the list this season. What makes him so consistent like that?
He asks good questions. He studies the game. He's got a great mind for it, and he's hard on himself in practice. He wants to be good.
He did all that. Your defense did all of that against 3 different quarterbacks Southern Miss threw at you in that game. How challenging is it to prepare for that many or adjust on the fly when maybe they throw someone or something at you hadn't prepared for?
Yeah, that's a good question. It is tough because each one of them has a different strength, and they've kind of planned things for him. He's a thrower. He's a runner. He's a wildcat quarterback that we saw that we thought we might see one play, and then you see him for a whole series.
A Girl. Daddy's girl. Gonna get that girl a pony. A drum set and braces. Quinceañera.
A car? Dream college? Destination wedding? Are we gonna be okay?
Regents.
It's a girl!
87% of people think about money all the time. Regents makes it easier to get back to the moment.
25% cash back with Pepcoin?
I like big bucks and I cannot lie. The kind of cash Pepcoin provides. When I walk down the aisle with a hungry face, seeing things that I want to taste, I get paid.
Earn 25% cash back now at Pepcoin.com.
Legacy is what you do every day. We try not only to help people with their financial legacies, we hope that we enrich their lives and help them become better people so that that total package, at the end of the day, is something they can be proud of. We help them craft their legacy.
You know, everything starts somewhere, doesn't it? Look around. What did it take for us to get here? We built it. Don't forget where we came from, where we started. Look at me. This is not where we finished. This is just the start. Something new, bigger for all of us.
This segment of Blazers All Access is sponsored by Legacy Credit Union.
The first 2/3 of the season will come to a close this Saturday as UAB welcomes Rice to Birmingham for homecoming. Coach, we've talked for a few weeks about getting past this game and into the open week. It is certainly not the finish line, but it's kind of an important mile marker for you and this team, isn't it?
Yeah, we've been looking. 3 weeks ago we said 3 championship games in a row. This is the 3rd. Obviously for us it's got a lot of other connotations, homecoming and Children's Harbor, but the main thing is the next conference game against a well-coached Rice team. Homecoming games are always special. UAB homecoming games are very unique with the tie-in with Children's Harbor. This is year number 5. And it's really blossomed into a wonderful event, hasn't it? It has. I don't know if we ever really thought it would be. We knew it was special and it was the right thing to do, but it's really taken on a life of its own. We've got over 500 patients that we've worn their names. We've got a banner here that reflects that, and it's really a big deal. And I always say I think our players get more out of it maybe than the patients do. It's a big deal for our team. The Owls come to town 2-4 overall. They had their 2-game win streak snapped last Saturday in San Antonio, but like many teams you've faced this season, their schedule has been brutal. Oh my gosh. I mean, how many FBS teams, did they play, and I should say Power 5 teams. Obviously, we're all playing FBS teams, but they played some elite teams. Played Arkansas really, really well. Had a tough loss to UTSA, but they're the kind of team that, that just goes on to the next one and will fight us really hard. They're another team that has used multiple quarterbacks so far this season. What do you expect to see from that position come Saturday? We think it's going to be McCaffrey. We don't know. They've rolled those guys in and really rolled them in the middle of a series where guys just came in and ran different plays. So it's not like they don't all play. We've talked about it for several years now with Coach Bloomgren at the helm. In this day and age, they run a unique offense, don't they? They do. They will put a fullback back there. And then, we don't see that really anybody else. I mean, you might see one short yardage play here and there where you'll see eye backs, but that's something they do and they do it well. Defensively, they've given up a bunch of points this year against those really good teams, but they've also come up with 7 interceptions. Yeah, they're a very opportunistic defense. They do a lot of things, kind of like their offense, very, very multiple. Weather looks to be great, so we hope you're going to be with us Saturday for UAB and Rice. The Pepsi pregame show gets things started at 1:30. Landon Roberts will be live from Todd English Pub. Kickoff is at 2:30 with the game available on Jocks 94.5, the UAB Blazer app, the Varsity Network app. You can also watch it on ESPN+. Best of luck against the Owls. Thank you. For Coach Clark, I'm David Crane. We thank you for watching. Join us for Saturday, homecoming for UAB, and be back here in a couple of weeks for Blazers All Access.
Blazers All Access has been presented by Pepsi, a Southern original, and by Viva Health, part of the UAB Health System. The preceding has been a Learfield presentation of the Blazers Sports Network.